The Westmoreland police have charged a man in connection with the murder of a woman whose body was found in a shallow grave in Westmoreland in 2024. The accused is 39-year-old Andrea Morrison. He is a construction worker and vendor, with addresses listed in Roaring River in Westmoreland, Deeside in Trelawney, Linstead in St. Catherine, and Providence in Flanker, St. James. The charge relates to the killing of a United Kingdom national, Dawn Anderson. Her body was discovered in a shallow grave in Petersfield, Westmoreland, on December 2, 2024.
I'm a Senior Superintendent of Police, Commanding Officer for the St. James Division. On February 4, the St. James Police conducted a targeted operation. During that operation, one Andrea Morrison, OC Brother, OC Ninja Man, was held. Andrea Morrison was the main suspect in the murder of Miss Dawn Anderson, a British national who was found in a shallow grave in the Petersfield district in Westmoreland in December 2024. We are very happy that this suspect was held, and this was a joint operation between the Westmoreland Division and the St. James Division, utilizing intelligence and investigative capacity of the Westmoreland Division and the operational aspects coming from the St. James Division. In Year 1, we'll continue to use our intelligence and investigative capabilities to ensure the safety and security of the citizens, whether it be local or foreign nationals, within the Year 1 space.
St. James records 9 murders since start of year. Police remain optimistic about 2026 target. The St. James Police have reported 9 murders in the parish since the beginning of the year, a figure that authorities say aligns with their long-term goal of driving down major crimes. Deputy Superintendent Roderick Reed, acting operations officer for the division, disclosed the statistics on Thursday during the monthly meeting of the St. James Municipal Corporation. Despite the early tally, DSP Reed expressed confidence in the division's strategic direction, stating that the parish remains on track to record fewer than 50 murders by the end of 2026.
The St. James Division have so far recorded 9 murders since the start of this year, and even though it is 9 murders too much, we are still on track as it relates to our goal in terms of having a sub 50 murder realization this year. Our latest murder was in the community of Garlands. This was on Tuesday, somewhere around 8 o'clock in the morning. The suspect is in custody at this time, and in short order, he will be charged. The operational activities within the St. James Division will continue, and so we ask that the respective communities understand the situation as it relates to the police continuing our operational activities. We want them to also bear with us as we keenly try to remove all illegal weapons from within these communities that will be able to create mayhem and increase our murder situation.
In his address, Reed also renewed an appeal to residents to partner with the police as operations intensify to remove illegal firearms from communities. He noted that the proliferation of illicit weapons remains a primary driver of violent crime in the parish. The update comes as the Jamaica Constabulary Force continues its nationwide push to reduce violent crime through intelligence-led policing and community engagement. Intelligence-led operation yields significant seizure of high-powered firearm and ammunition in Kingston 3. A targeted intelligence-led operation conducted by personnel from the Kingston East Police Division on Friday, February 13, resulted in the seizure of a high-powered assault rifle and a substantial quantity of assorted ammunition, effectively removing a dangerous cache of weapons from the streets of the community. Acting on specific and actionable intelligence, officers proceeded to a location along Glasspole Avenue in Kingston 3 during the early hours of Friday morning. Information received by the police indicated that a deadly weapon and rounds of ammunition were stashed in a bushy, undeveloped area, awaiting prospective buyers. Upon arrival at the scene, law enforcement personnel conducted a meticulous search of the area, identified by the intelligence. Their efforts led to the discovery of a bag that had been deliberately concealed. The bag was found hidden inside a section of plastic piping, a method often used by criminals to evade detection and facilitate future retrieval for illegal transactions. A subsequent search of the container revealed the following items: one AK-47 rifle, a high-velocity assault rifle known for its lethal capability and frequent use in violent crimes, 248 9mm rounds of ammunition, parabellum rounds compatible with a wide range of handguns and submachine guns, 50 5.5 6mm rounds of ammunition, rounds typically used in AR-15 style rifles and other tactical weaponry. The weapon and all rounds of ammunition were seized and are now in police custody. They will be forwarded for forensic analysis in hopes of linking them to past criminal activities. While no arrests were made in direct connection with this specific seizure at the time of the operation, the investigation remains active and ongoing. The police have noted that the find underscores the prevalence of illegal firearms being funneled into the community for sale. The High Command of the Jamaica Constabulary Force has commended the officers involved for their precision and for acting on the intelligence provided. This seizure represents a significant disruption to the criminal networks operating in the Kingston East Division, removing a major threat to public safety. Defense attacks credibility of forensic expert in Klansman gang trial. The credibility of a key forensic witness came under heavy fire during Friday's sitting of the Klansman gang trial, as defense attorneys aggressively challenged the crime scene investigators' account of a 2017 murder scene. During cross-examination, the detective corporal was confronted with allegations that elements of the crime scene presentation had been fabricated. Defense lawyers zeroed in on what they described as discrepancies in the investigators' findings, suggesting that key features of the scene may have been manufactured to strengthen the prosecution's case.
During cross-examination, a detective corporal attached to the police's scenes of crime unit was challenged about his reference in court to a metal container at the crime scene on Roger Avenue, Spanish Town, where a fatal shooting occurred in September 2017. The defense pointed out that there was no mention of a container in the witness's original statement and none reflected in the sketch the witness said he prepared at the time. When asked whether that omission surprised him, the witness repeatedly answered in the negative. Counsel suggested that the reference to the container was a recent fabrication, a claim the witness firmly denied. He was further pressed on whether he had pointed out any container in the images previously shown in court. He responded that he had not. The witness accepted that the container did not appear in his statement or sketch, but rejected suggestions that he had made it up or had been instructed by anyone to mention it. Counsel Tamika Harris, who represents the defendant Lamar Rowe, continued the line of questioning, highlighting that the witness's statement was given in 2017 with no reference to a container at that time. Harris suggested that the container was only introduced in 2026 after discussions the witness had with other police personnel involved in the case. The witness rejected that assertion, explaining that after refreshing his memory by reviewing the crime scene images on the CD in evidence, he observed the container in question. He confirmed that he viewed the images at the Major Investigation Division before coming to court and also reviewed his statement, but denied doing so in consultation with other lawmen involved in the case. During re-examination, the witness was shown the crime scene images again from the CD and was asked to identify the container. He pointed it out in the photograph. The prosecution subsequently rejected the defense's suggestion that the reference to the container was a recent fabrication.
Police launch investigation after bound and gagged body discovered near Portmore Beach. Authorities have launched a full-scale investigation following the grim discovery of a man's body in the vicinity of the old Hellshire Fort in Portmore on Friday afternoon in what investigators are treating as a suspected execution-style killing. Reports from the Portmore Criminal Investigation Branch indicate that around 2:45 p.m., individuals en route to the beach made the gruesome find and immediately alerted the police. Upon arrival at the scene, responding officers observed the lifeless body of a male believed to be approximately 5 feet 10 inches tall, lying in a pool of blood. He was clad in blue jeans and was wearing only one Adidas shoe, suggesting a violent struggle may have occurred prior to the incident. In a discovery pointing to the brutal nature of the crime, investigators noted that the victim's hands and feet were bound and his mouth had been gagged. He appeared to have sustained a fatal gunshot wound to the head, consistent with methods used in targeted killings. Forensic personnel processed the scene for evidence, after which the body was removed and transported to the morgue, pending a post-mortem examination and formal identification. As of this publication, the deceased remains unidentified. The Portmore CIB is appealing to anyone with information that may assist in establishing the man's identity or the circumstances surrounding his death to come forward.
Yellowman, a name synonymous with dancehall, a true icon. Born Winston Foster, this Jamaican artist rose from humble beginnings. He became a global phenomenon, his influence immeasurable. He is the undisputed king of dancehall. Yellowman's music is infectious, his lyrics witty, provocative and unforgettable. He brought dancehall to the world. His impact on music is undeniable. From the streets of Jamaica to international acclaim, Yellowman's journey is remarkable. He's a testament to talent and perseverance. His story is an inspiration. Yellowman's childhood was challenging. He faced prejudice. He was an albino in Jamaica. He was also abandoned at the hospital by his parents after birth and grew up at a foster home. He didn't let this stop him. He turned to music. It was his outlet, his escape. He started in Kingston's sound systems. He honed his skills. He battled other DJs. He earned his stripes. His talent was undeniable. His energy was infectious. He caught the eye of producer Henry Junjo Laws. This was a turning point. Laws signed him to his label. Yellowman's career was about to take off. Yellowman's rise was meteoric. His first album, an instant hit. He toured the world. He sold out stadiums. He became a global star. Zungu Zungu Zeng and Nobody Move, Nobody Get Hurt became anthems. They cemented his place in music history. His music, a blend of reggae, dancehall and social commentary. He collaborated with the best. He shared the stage with legends. His impact on the genre, undeniable. He inspired a generation of artists. Yellowman was more than an artist. He was a pioneer. He brought dancehall to the world. He broke down barriers. He challenged conventions. His music transcended borders. It connected with people. It made them move. It made them think. His legacy is immense. He paved the way for others. He opened doors for Jamaican artists. He showed the world the power of dancehall. He is a true icon. Yellowman's journey wasn't easy. He faced prejudice. He battled cancer. He never gave up. He used his platform to inspire. He became an advocate for the disabled. He raised awareness about cancer. He showed the world his strength. He is a survivor. Yellowman's story is an inspiration. He overcame adversity. He achieved greatness. He is a legend. He is the king of dancehall.